Who will be the richest person in 2035? And this is the question I asked AI. And of course, I asked different AIs, ChatGPT, Gemini, Google Gemini, and then I asked Grok, that is it's XAI. So I'm going to call it Grok. And then I asked Perplexity, and then I asked Cloud, and then I asked DeepSeek. So I'm going to compare the answers from the different AIs to see the common name, what these AIs think, who the person who will be the richest person in 2035. So let me begin with ChatGPT, and of course I'm going to feed my prompt into ChatGPT. Now for clarification, all these AIs will be using the same prompt, so I'm going to paste. I am going to put this one into here. It is open, and now I'm going to paste the prompt. It is the same prompt, guys. So the prompt is: you are an expert, futurist, economist, technology analyst, and investor. Your task is predict who will be the world's richest person in 2035. And of course, I have guided the AIs to with the list of the current top 10 richest people in the world, including Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Ellison, Bernard, Warren Buffett, Larry Charlie, blah 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 blah. Okay, so I have given these AIs a detailed prompt. Now let me hit submit and see what ChatGPT will be able to give. Of course, let me read to you. Predicting the world's richest person in 2035. This is not a prediction of who is richest today. It is a forecast of who is most likely to accumulate the greatest wealth between 2026 and 2035 based on exposure to AI, robotics, energy, space, software, network effects, ownership concentration, and future technological trends. So the key assumptions are the period between 2026 and 2035 is likely to be dominated by artificial intelligence, robotics and automation, autonomous transportation, space economy, semiconductor infrastructure, digital platforms and social networks, energy transformation, and biotechnology. So the biggest wealth creator is likely to be the individual with ownership in multiple $1 trillion industries simultaneously. So the candidate analysis, we have Elon Musk as number one. The current wealth drivers: Tesla, SpaceX, XAI, blah blah. So the exposure, the AI exposure, 10 out of 10. XAI directly competes in frontier AI, blah blah, robotics opportunity, blah blah blah, space opportunity, energy opportunity, X, blah 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 blah. The age in 2035, Elon Musk will be aged 64, likely still highly active. So the risks: regulatory pressure, political backlash, Tesla valuation comprehension, competition in AI. So now let's look at the general scores for Elon Musk in 2035. Wealth growth potential 99, industry positioning 100, innovation advantage 100, future market trends 98, probability of being number one as the richest person in the world will be 35%. Now, number two, we have Mark Zuckerberg. The current wealth drivers, we have he has Meta, he has Instagram, he has WhatsApp. So the AI exposure of Mark Zuckerberg is 10 out of 10. Yes, 10 out of 10. Meta is investing hundreds of billions in AI. Now there is robotics, and he scores 6 out of 10. Limited but growing. Space 0 out of 10. No meaningful exposure. Social media, Zuckerberg scores 10 out of 10. And the age in 2035, Zuckerberg will be 51, still relatively young. Okay, now let's look at the score. Wealth growth potential 95, industry positioning 95, innovation advantage 92, future market trends 96, probability of being number one as the richest person in 2035 is 22%. Now let's look at this guy over Nvidia, Jensen, Huang. Yes, so you can look at the exposure, robotics, space, the age in 2035, he will be 72, still possibly active, blah blah blah. You can look at this now. You can then number 4, Jeff Bezos of Amazon and Blue Origin. So he will be 71 in 2035, and the probability of him being number 1 is 8%. And then this guy of Google, Larry Page, he has Alphabet, he has AI investments. The probability of him being number 1 as the richest person in the world in 2035 is 5%. Then Sergey Brin, probability is 4%. Ellison, the probability is 3%, but he will be 91 in 2035. Then number 8, we have Steve Ballmer. Okay, the probability of him being the richest person in the world in 2035 is just 2%. Then on number 9, we have Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault. Hey, luxury dominance, luxury grows slower than AI probability, blah 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 blah. The probability is just 1%. Then number 10, we have Warren Buffett. So Warren Buffett in 2035 he will be aged 104. So the probability of him being number 1 is less than just 1%. So the top 10 richest people prediction for 2035, we have Elon Musk. Elon Musk, his rank is ranked as number 1. The probability is 35. I already told you all this. Now, the overall winner, according to ChatGPT, the richest person in 2035 will be Elon Musk. Why Elon Musk is likely to win? No other individual has major ownership in all 4 of the most transformative industries simultaneously. He has investment in XAI, he has investment in Tesla AI, robotics, energy, blah 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 blah. So, what could stop him? Yeah, dark horse candidate. So dark horse candidate, this is the candidate that may actually get into the list, although he was not mentioned in the top 10 that we listed already. Why he could surprise everyone? Most forecasts and estimate the possibility that AI creates an entirely new class of trillion-dollar companies. If by 2035 AI becomes the dominant AI platform, OpenAI becomes the dominant AI platform, AI agents replace large portions of software, OpenAI captures blah 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 blah. Then Altman could ultimately accumulate wealth at an unprecedented rate. So the probability of him becoming number 1 as the richest person in 2035 is approximately 5 to 10%. So let's look at the final forecast. If I had to place a single bet today on the richest person in 2035, that according to AI, the richest person in 2035 will be Elon Musk with a probability of 35%, and he'll be followed by Mark Zuckerberg, Jensen, Huang, Jeff Bezos, Larry Page. Okay, so now we are dealing with Gemini. So I am going to feed the other prompt into Gemini to see whether the AI will be able to predict who will be the richest person in the world in 2035. It is the same prompt that I'm feeding into all the AI. So let's see what Gemini will be able to provide to us. I don't know why I'm unable to open. Let me get back to ChatGPT and then try to copy the original prompt. Okay, because I want us to have the same prompt so that the AIs can be guided, Okay, so this is the prompt. So I'm going to copy it. Let's see, I'm going to copy this prompt. Copy. Okay, I hope it is copied. Then I'm going to go to Gemini. Then I am going to try to paste this prompt into Gemini. So it is actually pasted now. Yeah, it is pasted into Gemini. Now it is the same prompt as ChatGPT. So now let me click enter and see what Google Gemini will be able to give us. So you see it is searching the web. Now let's see. Oh, so according to Gemini, predicting the global wealth hierarchy for 2035 requires shifting from a current stock evaluation mindset to a future platform dominance model. By 2035, the global economy will likely be defined by the trillionaire era, where wealth is concentrated on in individuals who control the foundational infrastructure of the post-AI world: energy, autonomous compute, and orbital logistics. So according to now, we have a table here. This is analysis of candidates 2026 to 2035, and Elon Musk actually scores 98%. Zuckerberg scores 85, Jeff Bezos 82, Jensen Huang 90, Larry Page 80. Now the turnover, according to Gemini, the top 10 richest people prediction for 2035. Elon Musk stands on number one with an estimated net worth of $2.5 trillion, and Jensen Huang comes off as number two with a net worth of 1.2 trillion. Mark Zuckerberg comes off as number three with a net worth of $950 billion. Jeff Bezos on number four, Larry Page number five, Larry Ellison number six, Sergey Brin number seven, Michael Dale. I think this is a new entrant. Yeah, Bernard Arnault, Sam Altman as number 10. Now, the overall winner, according to Gemini, will be Elon Musk. Yes, so Elon Musk is likely the most likely candidate to hold the number one spot in 2035, primarily due to his unique strategy of vertical integration across the most critical 2035 industries. Why he will win? Unlike peers who focus on software or retail, Musk's wealth is tied to the physical layer of the future economy, SpaceX, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and the dark horse candidate who is not on the list of the hint, the current list that we provided AI to speak from. Now, the new entrant is Sam Altman, and this was actually the same dark horse candidate for ChatGPT. Yeah, so while he is currently building his future, Sam Altman represents the most significant dark horse for 2035. So you see, ChatGPT thinks that by 2035, there is a possibility of Sam Altman actually being the richest. It is possible. And Gemini thinks the same. This is very, very fantastic. This is very, very fantastic. So that was Gemini, Google Gemini. Okay, I hope you have loved this. So this was Gemini. Now we're going to go to the next. So obviously the next AI to test will be cloud. So let me open cloud, and of course I am going to feed into it the same prompt that I've been feeding into the other AI. So wait and see what is gonna happen. Will it have the same prediction as ChatGPT? Will it rather have the same prediction as Gemini? Let's see what AI. No, let's see what cloud will be able to provide. We want a prediction of who will be the richest person in the world in 2035. Let's go. Okay. So, yeah, that is Gemini. No. Oh, this is Cloud AI. So, okay. So it is trying to think. I hope we are able to get the list. Let's see what is going to happen. This is a Cloud AI. Cloud is owned by is it Anthropic? I think, yeah, Anthropic. So we want to have its prediction. We want to have its prediction, yes, on of what it thinks of who the AI thinks will be the richest person by in 2035. Let's wait. So, I hope you guys are enjoying this experiment, and of course, if you are new here, kindly like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. It is very important for you guys to subscribe. Okay. So the cloud is trying to take forever. Trying to take like forever, but let's wait. It's gonna happen. We're going to have and the response from cloud AI, and then we shall compare the results and see what these AIs think. So I have tested ChatGPT, I've tested Gemini, I've tested uh, ChatGPT, Gemini. Then right now I'm testing this one, Cloud, and the final AI to test will be Glock, which is owned by X. I think okay, but what we can notice from these responses is that the common name as number one is Elon Musk. So all the AI think that actually Elon Musk will be the richest person in 2035. That is very interesting. And the person that the AIs are actually adding into the list, adding into the original list, the person is this guy of OpenAI, Sam Altman. So let's wait and see. Okay, now we have a list. I think the list has been generated, and according to uh, Cloud AI, Elon Musk will be the richest person by in 2035. Okay, the predicted winner, like you can see. So driven by a SpaceX IPO, targeting $1.8 trillion plus evaluation. Load shows that's Starlink speed. Blah, blah. So the top 10 predictions in 2035, we have Elon Musk with a net worth of $2.1 trillion, and the probability is 42%. Then number two, we have Jensen, Huang. The probability is 28%. The number three, Mark Zuckerberg, the probability is 11%. Then Larry Page, then Sergey Brin, Jeff Bezos, Larry Ellison, Steve Ballmer. Okay, Steve Ballmer, Bernard Arnault, Warren Buffett. Interestingly, Cloud has not included Sam Altman of Open AI. Now that is very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Hey, oh, wait. The dark horse scenario, Sam Altman has also been included. Now, we have to be careful about this guy. Why is it that every AI is actually including him? We have to be careful about this guy. Altman openly currently holds a relatively small equity stake in OpenAI, 7%. But if OpenAI's IPO materializes at a multi-trillion evaluation, entirely possible. Okay, so the score comparison, we have Elon Musk. The overall score is 95 out of 100. We have Jensen, Huang. We have Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Page, Sergey Brin. Okay, that it was no. That's it from Cloud AI. That's it from Cloud AI. That's it from Cloud AI. And then what I'm going to do, I am going to go to X. I'm going to go to X, and then I am going to look for this one, Glock. Hey, I want to test Glock. What does Glock think? Hey, what does Glock think? Who will be the richest person in 2035? So I have pasted in the same prompt. I've pasted in the same prompt, and now I am going to search, and let's see what Grok AI to be able to predict. Okay, let's go. Okay, I think Grok AI is always fast, so I think in under In a minute, we should be having the response from Meet. Yeah, you can see that is my X account. Hey, but don't hack me, guys. I know you cannot. Okay, let's go. Think about your request. Blah blah blah. Oh my God. Oh my God. XAI. Of course, Elon Musk owns X. So Elon Musk is the most likely to be the richest person in 2035 with a high but not a certain probability, 45 to 55. Interestingly, most of these AIs actually have almost the same probability and they have almost the same thoughts according to the predictions I have seen. So that is it. That's it. So the overall winner, according to XAI, in 2035, the overall winner will be Elon Musk with an estimated net worth of $1.5 to 4 trillion. Number two will be this guy over Nvidia, Jensen, Huang. And the probability of being number one is 15 to 20%. And Elon Musk, no, Mark Zuckerberg will be on number 3. Now, according to what I've seen from these AIs, no one is putting Mark Zuckerberg as number 2. So most of them predict that Elon Musk will actually be number 1, and then this guy of Nvidia, Jensen Huang, as number 2. At least according to all the AIs we have tested, and no one has put Mark Zuckerberg at number 2. Now let's see whether now this will be interesting. Let's see whether this XAI Grok will be able to add this guy of OpenAI. Let's see whether we shall have a dark horse. So a dark horse. Let's see. Let's go down. So the winner is Elon Musk, the dark horse candidate. Okay. A young stroke AI robotics founder, e.g. in like some building, blah 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 blah. Now this is very interesting. This is very interesting because I knew it. I knew that Grok could not put this guy as the dark horse candidate. I knew. You see, they are not actually. Grok is not being specific on who the dark horse candidate will be, but according to what I am provided, there is nothing like Sam Altman. You know, there is this scandal. Actually, there is this lawsuit between Elon Musk and Sam Altman. If you guys have been into media, I am sure you have been following that stuff. Okay, it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have loved it. Kindly hit that subscribe button.